Parents and educators, I'm Josh Ochs, and I want to walk you through the dangers every parent should know before giving their student an iPhone or an Android. Now, this is an iPhone, this is an Android, and to us, they are Ferraris. They go fast, they have all the features in the world. And I want to talk to you if you're at all struggling with, okay, my son or daughter has been begging for this. I feel like a terrible parent. If you're struggling with that and you're about to give your kid a phone, then this is the right video for you. If you've already given your kid a phone and you've noticed a change in behavior, then this is the right video for you. At the end of this, I'm going to give you a solution if you want. Somebody that we like. It's called the Gabb wireless phone. And it has, in fact, you probably won't know the difference, but one of these is an iPhone and one of these is a Gabb wireless phone. That's right. It looks like a smartphone. It's this right here. It looks like a smartphone that you give to your kids. We're going to suggest that to you at the end. There's a link below if you just want to dive in and do that. And then we'll also have a video for you on how to talk to your kids about a Gabb wireless phone. Now, if you've come at all confused on buying a phone, my goal is that you go home a little bit more comfortable. This it's a menu of suggestions. You can use what you feel is right for your family. The rest you can set aside. It tends to work for people nationwide, but it's your call. At the end of this, I'm going to offer you the chance to join me as we set up parental controls in my next course, right? If you do get your kid an iPhone and you have an iPhone, I'll teach you how to tether them. If you do get your kid an Android and you have an Android, these are two Androids, I'm going to teach you how to tether them so the one's the parent and one's the kid. You'll also be able to know where your kid's at. So I've got all those courses. Now, I want to tell you a quick story. Kids can get addicted to phones. Should we take their phones away? Well, it's a good question. Here's a story about Dorothy. Dorothy writes on Twitter, "I'm leaving social media forever. My mom took my phone. I'll miss you all so much. I'm crying goodbye." She sends that from her Nintendo 3DS image share, right? What's a Nintendo 3DS image share, Josh? Well, good question. This is what the device looks like, dual screen. And her mom tweeted this. Her mom said, "I saw that Dorothy has been using Twitter on her Nintendo. This account will be shut down now." Now, you're probably thinking, good try, Dorothy, clever. You did a good job, but game over, right? Wrong. Next, she tweets this. "Hello, my mom took my phone and my Nintendo dual screen, so I have no choice but to use my Wii. Thank you all for the support and the love. I'll answer my direct messages and follow back when I have a stable connection to Twitter. Bye, love, Dorothy." Right? You're probably thinking, game over, good try, Dorothy. You tweeted from your Nintendo Wii. That's awesome. Well, wrong. Then she tweets this. "I do not know if this is going to tweet. I'm talking to my refrigerator. What the heck? My mom confiscated all of my electronics again." Now you're thinking, how did she tweet that? She sent it from her LG smart refrigerator. Yes, our refrigerators can tweet if they have a screen on them. Yikes! Now let me ask you again. Do you think you can ban kids from the web? Probably not, right? And that's why the device that we give them, the first device, is so important. Now, welcome to this workshop. I'm Josh Ochs, the founder of smartsocial.com. Our mission at smartsocial.com is to keep kids safe on social media so they can shine online. If you do join us at the end of this, become a member, join one of my boot camps, you will be supporting my awesome staff of people who save lives all over the world. I got my start at a very young age at Walt Disney Studios, essentially an intern. Here's some of the products that cross my desk. Finding Nemo, Pirates of the Caribbean, Lion King, Power Rangers. We want to make the internet fun, and we teach students how to brand themselves. There's so much more than just this conversation that I'm having with you right now. So I do hope that you'll take one of our website boot camps, our portfolio boot camps, because we want to brand your kids the way that big brands use those techniques so that your kid can shine online. I've written 6 books on this topic, and each one of them teaches the world how to shine online. Our techniques are featured on major news networks around the country, and some of the world's biggest brands are using these techniques all over in HR. It's not just for students. This stuff works across the board. Now, we're going to talk about phone specifics in a few minutes. First, let's talk about some screen time dangers. This is Colin. Colin's a national speaker on this topic. He writes on Facebook, "Hey parents, know that the iPhone comes with a free porn addiction, free access to 7 billion humans to your kids' minds and hearts. Open season for creeps on Snapchat to hit your kid up for nudes or any other horrible thing that can happen when you hand your kid a smartphone. You can pause it and read the rest if you want. Go follow Colin. He's pretty great." And phones can also cause depression. MIT Technology Review says teens are anxious and depressed after 3 hours a day on social media. You can pause this and watch the rest if you want. Next, USA Today says, don't take your smartphone to bed if you want a good night's sleep. Phones can cause depression, right? And you can, once again, take a look and dive in more. Teen social media use may increase risk of mental health problems. Adolescents who spend more than 3 hours a day on social report high levels of internalizing behaviors marked by social withdrawal and difficulty coping with anxiety or depression. Okay, next, more screen time for teens linked to ADHD symptoms. A new study shows this as well. Okay, Pew Research Center asked parents the following questions. Are your kids spending too much time in front of screens? Are they losing the ability to communicate? Are they sharing too much about their life? So when they asked the first one, spending too much time, 65% of them said yes. 33% of them said a lot, right? So you're normal if you're feeling at all like, well, this is me. Or you're normal if you're like, well, I'm scared of giving my kid the Ferrari, the iPhone. I kind of want to give them the Ford, or let them start off on something that's a watered down version that doesn't have social media. Guys, I love this. And I don't push companies, but if you use smartsocial.com Gabb, you can do that, and we'll also give you more stuff. Anyways, spending too much time in front of screens, losing the ability to communicate, 62% said yes. Sharing too much about their life online, 61% said yes. Are they being harassed or bullied online? 59% said yes. Oh, it's so sad. Are they sending or receiving explicit messages? 57% said yes, right? That's something that you can't do on this. Silicon Valley parents are raising their kids tech-free, and it should be a red flag. Silicon Valley is where the iPhone was invented, and it's also something that Steve Jobs did, right? Tech-free. Many parents are now restricting or outright banning screen time for their children. Now, social media can be impacting verbal communication. Teens are over face-to-face communication, the study says, and they're often using this. Viral YouTube videos can promote danger. What is the YouTube Fire Challenge? A Michigan boy was badly burned by a friend. Children set each other on fire for social media. Now, Jason said his friends sprayed him with nail polish remover, set him on fire. He suffered second-degree burns on his chin, his chest, and his stomach. Guys, that's because social media, YouTube in particular, will show students if you don't talk to them, then they'll pick their mentors. Their mentors are getting millions of views. They're sitting there watching them. They're going, well, they did this. I'm going to do this. Once again, not plugging these people, but providing a resource. And I know a lot of parents that call me, they go, I got my kid my 11-year-old, a Gabb wireless phone. They spend very little time on the screen, but I can call them and text them. It's pretty awesome. Okay, next, online bullying dangers. This is from NBC News. Bullying drove a 13-year-old to kill herself, parents say. The parents of a bullied California middle schooler was full of life, and they're mourning her death and wondering what more could have been done to save her, her distraught father said on Monday, hours before she was taken off life support. This Cherry Creek high school student died by suicide. He was threatened, encouraged to kill himself by bullies, the mother alleged. His mom said she found out about the bullying, some of which happened through messages over Snapchat social media platform, after looking at Jack's phone following his death. Now, Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok have predator dangers. Your students might ask to download Snapchat, Instagram, or TikTok. Let's talk about how they can be dangerous. Also, if you haven't already done this, take my free webinar that teaches you all the dangers behind every single one of these apps and more. You can also watch the replay, become a member. I'm going to make sure that you're protected, not only just by you knowing what these features are, but teach your students how to turn the predator features off. Police say predators love Snapchat. A 29-year-old person was guilty of preying on minors. An indictment said that he would infiltrate the Snapchat accounts of their minor victims and lock them out of the app, changing their passwords. Now, here's a video.
Sometimes they were asking for pictures, like new pictures, or information like where I live or my address, my number.
Investigators say 5 men in Southwest Florida used apps like Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr to make fake accounts and then ask children for pics.
All right, so Snapchat is constantly making the news for all the wrong reasons. But guys, I got to be honest, not to defend Snapchat. It's wherever your kids are at, that's where predators go. That's where weird people go. A Florida man was arrested for allegedly raping a 10-year-old girl he met on Snapchat. If you're wondering, well, I don't know, my 9-year-old, my 10, my 11-year-old, she's mature, he's mature, please keep this in mind. The 22-year-old suspect accused of traveling to a neighboring county to meet up with a 10-year-old child after speaking to her on a social media app. KEPR, man uses Snapchat in attempted child luring at Mount Lake Terrace Elementary School. You can read more below, but these kids got away. They're very, very lucky. Adult predators can pose as teens on Snapchat and any app. Adult predators can pose as teens on Snapchat as well. Man accused of raping an 11-year-old he met on Snapchat. This is Channel 7. Police say the man who raped an 11-year-old wasn't who he said he was. His true identity wasn't discovered until people saw him in the news and called the police. Snapchat's location feature is dangerous. I teach you for free in my podcast or in my webinars how to do this. A restaurant employee used Snapchat to track teen customers. This is Channel 2 in Atlanta. Police believe a prep cook at the restaurant spotted the girls while they ate lunch and then used Snapchat's location application to find them and send them messages. This 23-year-old did admit that he asked the girls for sex and money, police said. Now, Peeping Tom admitted to using Snapchat location tracking to find teens. Records. A man accused of being a voyeur used Snapchat to find Scottsdale homes of teen girls he watched. Once again, we'll teach you how to turn this feature off. Let's keep going. Here's another video.
And tonight, police say an underage girl was kidnapped and raped by a man she met on Snapchat. Good evening, I'm Cynthia Izaguirre. We hear so much about the dangers of social media, and for one girl, an interaction online led to 5 days of horror.
All right. Now, online bullying is common on Snapchat. Snapchat bullying, adults can't keep up with technology, and this is why we highly recommend that. A couple tips I'll give you at the end, but number one, you have to be on every single app and be prepared, parents, to be interested and active on every single app that your kids are on. If you're like, I don't have time for that, Josh, you don't understand. Just being interested in it and being on it is going to protect your child like nothing else. No, there's no app that's going to 24/7 protect your kids better than you are. You are the only social media safety app in the world that I trust, and I'm rooting for you. Next, here's a video.
Classmates of Matthews, as well as students in the district that went to other high schools, saw the video and proceed to taunt him, tease him, bully him to no end.
2 weeks after that video was taken, Matthew left behind a note saying he could no longer handle school and had no friends.
Once
All right, this is another video.
18-year-old friends Sherlana and Ray have a 405-day streak going. That means they've been sending each other a photo of something every day for more than a year.
And this is the longest one either of you have had?
Yeah.
Really? What happens if it ends?
It's sad. It's a sad day.
All right, do parental controls work? Well, you know this, but teens find circumventing Apple's parental controls is child's play in certain cases. And you saw with Dorothy, she'll get around it, right? Now, can your child's first phone hurt their online footprint? Harvard rescinds admissions to 10 students for offensive Facebook memes, says Forbes. There's a lot more about this story that you can dive into. Smart Social's phone recommendations. First, we like the Gabb wireless phone. The device looks like a smartphone, specifically designed for tweens and teens. It has all the features your child needs from a phone, including calling, texting, calendar, alarm, calculator, a camera without the internet, without games, without social media, and without the App Store, right? You go to smartsocial.com, Gabb, and when you sign up for that and you email us, we'll give you even more information. And we have a free course that teaches you how to talk to your kids about this. We actually have a whole video. More on this. Plans are month to month, so parents don't need to sign up for a long-term contract. Gabb Wireless cannot be added to your current cell phone plan. It's designed to operate separately, so it's super easy. It's not going to mess up your Verizon or AT&T bill. Gabb Wireless only works with their own devices. The device is not $99. At the time of this video, it's less than that, drastically less, but it's normally $99, which is pretty affordable. Plans start at $20 a month, and you go to smartsocial.com, Gabb, or click the link below. Now, we also got a Verizon Gizmo watch that's pretty neat. Parents have called me and said, I love it. And this is an Apple Watch, but you get the idea. You can check the location of your kid right from your smartphone. Your child can stay connected with up to 10 trusted contacts of your choice thanks to two-way voice calling and messaging to only the people that are in the contact list. You can count steps and set fun, encouraging goals. This is for younger kids. Pretty cool. Requires a monthly service plan, no annual contract, no need to switch. You go to smartsocial.com, Gizmo, you'll see the links below. Now, the Relay phone is an interesting hockey puck. It's a walkie-talkie device combined with a cellular phone plan. Parents can talk with their kids using the free Relay app. It's got a real-time GPS location. Kids push one button and reach the other relays on the smartphone. Your kids can reach an adult in an emergency. Smartsocial.com relay to learn more about that. Smartsocial.com relay. Now, I've got a whole really cool course that's how to set up parental controls on an iPhone and an Android, right? We really believe that if you have an Android, we know that we can teach you how to tether them, okay? Tethering is so important. So if you do get your kid an iPhone or an Android, join our members for our next course, 10 ways you can set up a student's new iPhone or Android. There's a course just for iPhone people and a lesson in there just for Android people. You can set up the downtime controls, app limits, content privacy restrictions. You go to smartsocial.com, click on VIP at the top. You can unlock all that stuff, or click the links below. Key takeaway, when should you get your kids a phone? Parents, you decide when, but ages 0 to 10, we really suggest holding off on that phone if you can. If you need to, there's options. Age 10 is time for a cell phone safety contract that includes a social media contract. We have one for you if you become a VIP member. Ages 10 to 13 is time for a non-smartphone, right? SMS, text, phone calls, that's this, right? That's a Gabb wireless style phone. 14 is really, if you have to give them Ferrari, an iPhone or an Android, that's when it happens. That's a smartphone without the apps installed. Lock it down. Take my tethering course, please, to teach you how to lock down a lot of the things. And I don't like to use the word lockdown. Don't show this to your kids. I like to say the word support, right? Support your kids so that they know what good and bad is and they can use training wheels. Also, age 15, a smartphone with social media apps installed. That's the time when to really just see how they deal with the phone, and then we're going to use training wheels before we dive in there. Guys, thanks so much for watching this Dangers Every Parent Should Know Before Giving Their Student an iPhone. I'm Josh Ochs, live from Los Angeles, California. I'm so thankful for you for watching this video. Please rate, subscribe, review, share it with people. Please become a VIP member or join one of my free webinars. No matter what you do, if you support us or join the podcast, you'll be helping me reach millions of people around the world to teach them how to keep their kids safe. And go pick up a Gabb wireless phone. We really like them. We think they're pretty terrific. I'm Josh Ochs. I'll see you soon. Have a great day.